to start tonight by saying hello, I'm Shalene, and thanks so much for you guys getting on. This is just fun to do a short little Zoom tonight about Breathe. And I have had a lot of samples picked up off my porch. So I appreciate people and your interest in Breathe and how Breathe can help you in your life. We're going to review a little bit. And would you guys that jumped on feel free to unmute and jump in if I forget something, or if you've had an experience you want to share, or you can share it in the chat. And I'll try to remember to monitor that, put my chat up there. All right, we're going to talk about Breathe. This is the Breathe oil. It comes in 15 ml, and that's the bigger bottles. And Breathe is made with peppermint, eucalyptus, tea tree, lemon, cardamom, raven sarah, and laurel leaf. And it's very minty. It's very, it's the respiratory blend. And so it's just meant when you smell it to open you up in your nasal passages and in your lungs. I was very sick over the holidays. I got bronchitis and it was not fun. And I have a humidifier that diffuses. I don't know if it's just, I think it's just a humidifier, but it was one that doTerral made. And so I was able to put my oils in it. I had that thing going 24/7 and I went through a whole bottle of Breathe in 2 weeks time, which is a lot of oil. You don't usually use up oil that fast. So it was just such a blessing to have something that would make me feel like I was really opening myself up. And people that have breathing issues, whether it's asthma or just, I know some people have nasal issues. It's just a really great way to open up your nasal passages. Now, the sample I put on my doorstep today was kind of this size. It was a 10 ml bottle with a little bit of Breathe in it. And this is a Breathe Touch. So you can buy Breathe this way if you want to. A lot of people love to just flat out buy their oils this way so they're ready to use. You've got a roller bottle at the end, and they are literally Breathe oil with fractionated coconut oil ready to go. So you can put this on the bottoms of your feet, biggest pores in the body, going to get through the system real fast and well. And you can also put this on your chest. You can put it and roll it. Oh, so good. Roll it around your nose. Even people that have stopped up ears or ear issues can use it on the backs of their ears or around their ears to help open things up there. Just does a great job. So that's what you can do with the sample that you got today, or Breathe Touch. That's topically using it. And then I'm just going to mention that this cool, invigorating smell does something else for snoring. I don't know if any of you have had an experience with helping with snoring. I would love to hear it if anybody has. If Breathe has helped you with snoring. I'm not a snorer, but I had surgery a couple years ago and I had to sleep on my back for a long time. And I'm a front sleeper or a side sleeper. And I found myself snoring, and the snoring would wake me up. It made me so frustrated because I don't normally snore or sleep on my back. I found that I was snorting and snoring to the point that it woke me up repeatedly. So I thought, well, I'm going to put this to the test. And I put Breathe in the diffuser. And do you know, it did the job. It made it so that I could sleep without snoring and waking myself up. So, and I have heard of many people that have had snoring husbands, is mostly what I've heard about, but you might try that out to help in that department. Okay, and then they make a Breathe stick, and this Breathe stick is awesome. I always say it's like a glue stick. So you're able to have the Breathe oil in a quick way that you can just quickly put the Breathe on your chest. You're smelling it. It's not too oily or sticky. It just goes right into your system. It cools the neck area and goes right into the bronchial area where you need it. Safe for kids. Such a great way to use the Breathe oil. Okay, and then my absolute favorite. So these are Breathe drops. And when they came out with Breathe drops, I was pretty new to doTerra, and I was very frugal. I still am very frugal. And I can remember having this bag of drops in my, I call it my little storage area, just to have it on hand if I need it. But I was so frugal that I didn't want to even taste one. I know that's terrible. It's ridiculous not to even try one, but I was like, oh, I don't want to use those up. I just didn't even try them. And I was at a doTerra meeting I would go to meetings once a week to get educated and learn more. And I had developed a cough and I was coughing. I didn't have them with me. And somebody next to me handed me one. And I was I just can't believe how silly I was not to have tried it sooner, but I was so appreciative of her handing me that Breathe Drop. And that was my first experience with one. And it just felt like the oil was enveloping my entire throat. It was so soothing and so calming. These lozenges really do a great job. They will calm your cough. They will cool your throat. And in this day and age with COVID, I find that if you cough, it doesn't matter if your throat is just dry. People think you are sick and you don't want to cough when you're out in public. You don't want to cough when you're on a plane. You just don't want to cough. So I keep these in my purse. I keep them in my desk. I have a little cup of them on my hutch behind me. I have a little cup of them upstairs so that they are handy, handy, handy. And I use them all the time. If I am sick with something overnight, sometimes I'll go to sleep with one of these so that it'll just slowly release the Breathe oil in my throat through the night. So those are my great stories. Let's see if I got everything. I think I did. Have any of you used Breathe oils for anything in your lives or felt like they were helpful to you?
Absolutely.
What have you used, Christine?
Well, I certainly have them in my purse and on my desk at work. And the first time that I was introduced to them, I was with my mom, Lee, at an art gallery, or actually not an art gallery, an art museum, and a coughing fit overtook me. And that's kind of embarrassing because those are very quiet places.
Yep.
And she was like, here, and it immediately soothed me. And I completely feel what you just said about COVID. With when people in the office are coughing, everybody's like, ah. Yep. So I have them available for everybody, and I carry them when I travel, in my suitcase, in my carry-on, in my purse, everything.
I love it. I love it. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, even Sunday at church, somebody was coughing and I said, I have a doTerra cough drop for you. And I pulled it out and handed it to her. It just brings joy to share it with other people. So anyone else?
Yeah. I was going to say, so today when we picked up the rollerball, Tracy has been having some ear pain today and he was complaining about it. So I saw about the ears, put it on one ear and he was like, okay, give that back to me. When we were driving, he said, I get my other ear. So that was really, really helpful to him. And then the Breathe is what got my daughter Brandy interested in doTerra because her husband is a lead electrician at Samsung and he has to wear the mask all the time and he has issues. And I gave them a sample of Breathe to use and he used that and gave some of his guys some. And he was like, do you think your mom would give us some more Breathe? Because he really likes the Breathe. And so that's what got Brandy interested in the doTerra stuff. So I thought that was really good.
Okay. And for those who might be watching this recording later, when we talk about might get them interested in and helping other people and having things on the desk for people to share and me giving my friends something at church, it's because we have these natural options and we so appreciate not having to detoxify from over-the-counter medicine and other medicines. So we still have to use them. We love our doctors. We just, appreciate all those good things, but when possible, it's so great to use something natural.
Yeah. And I'm excited to hear about try this snoring thing because my husband, I'll be waking him up. Tracy.
Okay.
He's like, I don't snore.
Check it out and let us know how it goes.
I'm going to have to try that and see. We'll have to see. I'll let you know.
I love it.
I really like using the Breathe for my daughter. She's 3. And man, when she was first born, I remember going to the grocery store and being like, what do I give her for this and that? And there's so many things. And most of them are like, don't give anything to someone under 2. It's just very confusing. But then I was like, I've got the oils and with the roller bottle that's already diluted, it's so nice for
use it on the kids.
So I use that on her.
Thank you
Whatever
for
she
sharing
needs.
that. I remember those days, just going to the store and going, okay, what do I get? And finally, in the second half of my parenting, because I had so many kids, I just stopped giving them anything because it just didn't seem to help. So really nice to have some natural solutions. Ah, love it. Thank you for sharing.
Without all the side effects.
Yes. No, I love it without all those side effects. Oh, you guys are great. Thanks for getting on. Next Tuesday night, we've got Jolene and Dave talking about how to stay active and healthy with natural solutions. So join us next Tuesday. Thanks for getting on, everybody. Sure love ya.